Reporting live from my bed. Hi. Oh my God, I have party girl voice. Y'all, right now, Venus is opposite Jupiter. And I swear to God, I know it's been Halloween. And here in Los Angeles, we're on like a World Series high. But I was straight up thinking, like, oh my God, for me personally, I've not stopped socializing since I went and saw the Sweat Tour on October 20th. It's just been like every day. I don't know. I am also a Scorpio magnet. I've had so many birthdays. I just remember I have another one tomorrow. So this is possibly an annoying rant sounding like I'm so popular. But it's more of like, oh shit, I'm exhausted. I think it's going to calm down early next week, but that's why this episode's a little late. But happy new moon, and we're still in it, and we can still harness new moon energy. I'd say, like, even of course, while the moon is in that sign, while the moon's in Scorpio, but also even up to I would say 2-3 days after. So if you're like me, where your schedule is running you ragged, you can get those intentions in later. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow morning because I'm going to experimental theater in a few hours. That's actually astrology based. I will recap all of this stuff. I need to recap. I need to recap the Sweat Tour and recap this planet show I'm seeing here in LA that's like all about the planets and acting out the chart of the moment. I think it's really interesting, but I'll report back once I actually see the show. But if I sound like absolutely mental, it's because I am. And I just got back from the World Series parade. Woo! I'm like my throat is done from wooing and all that. Okay, but I've pretty much just gone in and started the pod. Let me tell you guys what's up. If you're new here, what an episode to come in on. But this is Star Quality, a podcast and newsletter hosted by me, Stevie Goldstein. I am also spaghetti_witch on pretty much all socials, so feel free to follow me there. And you can see all the shenanigans I've been getting into. But this is a lunation episode because we are in a new moon in Scorpio that happened today, November 1st, 2024 at, oh my God, what time was that at? I have the Eastern time, but I should do my Pacific. 5:47 a.m. Pacific time. Adjust for your time zone. I'm not doing a video for all the reasons you just heard prior to that. But I will put a photo of the chart in the show notes. And I'm going to go over all the different aspects of the new moon chart for today and talk about, the symbology. Of course, the new moon is always when the sun and moon are in the same sign at the same degree. So we have the sun and moon in Scorpio as we're firmly in Scorpio season. But I'm also going to talk about the other aspects being made in the chart. I kind of hinted at it before. We have currently Venus in Sagittarius opposite Jupiter in Gemini. Talk about a recipe for overdoing things. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that. But also get into some of the other aspects that are being made in the chart and what information, what realms of life we might want to focus in based off of this information. This is our first new moon since the eclipses, so this is really major. How is everyone? Because October was absolutely bonkers for pretty much every person I know personally. So feel free to let me know in the comments how October and the eclipses shaped out for you. You can go back to the old eclipse episodes too if you want to review the dates or the timelines or anything there. But yeah, it's our first new moon, our new start, our new blessing since we've been shaken up and rattled a bit since the eclipses that happened in October. So now we're back in charge in a very Scorpionic way. Scorpio is about our desires and putting to action, because Scorpio is Mars and Pluto base, putting into action, seeing the things and results that we want. Scorpio is not going to wait on the sidelines unless it's a strategic strategy, because that's very Scorpio. Scorpio is here to go after all the desires of life. And because Scorpio also works in the realm of the taboo and the unmentionable and the things that we're ashamed of, Scorpio also helps us break through the shame of the things we might want. Maybe it's a non-traditional romantic relationship. Maybe it's working a job that our parents would really judge or something like that. So we'll definitely see themes like that there. I'm going to break that down. But before I do, I wanted to do a little housekeeping about supporting this podcast and newsletter. Star Quality will always have free episodes. This first chunk of the episode is going to be free, but there is a paywall that's going to come up in a bit. If you would like, until for the next few days until November 3rd, I am doing 20% off year-long subscriptions. So I think it goes from like $77 for the year to $66, which basically means for like a cup of coffee a month, you can support this Substack so I can keep making episodes for you. I write about all the ingresses. I give a weekly horoscope for each day-by-day breakdown. That's like, I even use it. It's like super helpful. Sometimes I'll be like, wait, what the hell is happening on Friday? So then I'll look it up. And just any of the paywalled bonusy stuff is available for folks who join my, what I dub the third space. So check it out. Limited time. I'm feeling, maybe again, Venus opposite Jupiter. I'm feeling generous. Dodgers are World Series champions. If you don't know this, I am a jock. Some people don't know that alternative hipsters can be jocks too. So go on, brush your shoulder off. Really, I'm just an Aries moon. I'm competitive. I like games. Also, for me, with just a little tidbit into my chart, because I think it can help people understand their own charts. My 5th house, the area of games and entertainment and play. So this is where we can definitely find sports, especially sports in terms of entertainment. That's where my Pluto in Scorpio is, in the 5th house. So, I just take this shit seriously, whether I want to or not. And it's a good time. Go Dodgers. What a great team. My husband is still out hitting. We all went out. We with our friend Rachel, we went to the parade. And we were heading back, and I just had some work to do and some astrology stuff. And then I'm going to the theater later. And I could just tell, and my husband's a Leo, which also is connected to the sector of games and play and entertainment. And I could just tell when I was leaving, I was like, you need to stay out here on these streets, like keep it going. And so he's still out there while I'm back home here. So Pablo, please get home safe. I love you. And let's look at this chart. I think that's all the housekeeping. Yeah. Oh, actually, one last thing. If you do join my third space, you also get to submit advice questions, whether it's astrology based or whatever. You can submit your charts and ask anything about your chart. So that is also a perk for paid subscribers. That's on the end of the month episode that will be out this weekend. There's already questions submitted, so it won't be in this episode, but you'll be, if you sign up, you'll get an email to submit those questions. So check it out. And also, this will get updated probably this week, but I'd love to see you in November for a natal chart reading. So if you are interested about exploring your chart deeper, or like going more into your chart realm, I would love to see you in a one-on-one session. And you can find all this info in my show notes. Okay, let's get into this new moon. This new moon is happening at 9 degrees of Scorpio, and the sun and moon are making, there's really one, besides the conjunction with the sun and moon, there's really only one other aspect that's being made, and that is a trine to Saturn. So when we talk about the aspects, and you probably have heard of the major ones, trine, square, opposition, sextile, and trine and sextile are consider the two positive or natural ones. And so when we have a trine to Saturn, so when the sun and moon, the conscious and the subconscious come together, and they're sending positive, or they're getting positive reinforcement from Saturn, who is about structure and time and doing the steps to get what you want. It's giving like emotional breakthrough. Like Saturn is making applicable, actionable steps, maybe into those spaces about where you felt. This might sound vague, but like where you felt something. Like the sun being our identity and our ego and how we feel about our own selves, like our reflection of ourselves. And then the moon being that internal reflection back. There's something about like both how you feel about yourself inside and out that is getting clarified. And maybe that is maybe there's like an emotional connection since it's so watery. Maybe it is related to other, or like there might just be some revelation, or maybe even a breakthrough about like not caring about what other people think about you, or like have thought about you, or like maybe an opinion you used to really carry highly is not as important as it used to be. I don't know. There's something with the Pisces, which is so related to dissolving, and then the Scorpio sort of, I don't know. I think Scorpio can be so bold and confident. And I think that there feels like this dissolvement of, why the fuck do I need this approval from this person? Or like, why did I care so much about what this group of friends used to think? Or why, like, there's almost like a permission to cord cut when there's like a Saturn maturity, and then also Scorpio that is about that transformation, and it's related to like the spirit and the body at the same time. So I wonder, I mean, let me know if this is resonating for you. I'm curious if there has been this like, oh, who, like, why do I even care? I don't know. It's giving like in the movie Mean Girls, when she's like, wait, you guys suck. Why do I care so much about trying to impress you and be, in your orbit when your orbit is hell, like is a living form of hell here on Earth. So I think since Scorpio can really, even though it can be uncomfortable, make those changes, do that metamorphosis, there's real Saturn influence that actually means like you are ready, and that it's not just this idea that's sitting there. And maybe that means also taking the actionable steps to, like, I don't know, prioritize more time for yourself, or actually hang out with the people that do lift you up, or whatever that is. Yeah, I think, I know that there's tons of videos out there like cord cutting services, ceremonies, rituals. Cord cutting can definitely be really strong there. And I think because Saturn can remove, and then also Scorpio can transmute, there's something there that's like ready to just change how it normally operates. It doesn't have to like fully go away, but it's changing how it normally showed up in your life. Oh my God, that was the free preview. Kind of juicy, huh? And I'm going to go into the whole rest of the chart, so you should join me. And you could be a little trickster and sign up for a 7-day free trial. That's like totally allowed. I hope you stay after the 7 days, because that'd be really cute. Or you could take advantage of that 20% off and sign up for the year. I swear I don't normally sound so party girl, but it's just what it is. I hope you have a fantastic new moon. I will see you over on Star Quality, and feel free to check out any past episodes or articles. Bye.